Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, a free-to-play endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. So once again, the portal is glowing purple and we are at a 2x void weekend. Since the last 2x video where I showed the change in my shards and what we had done during the preceding 6 weeks was generally well received, I have once again compiled this information. So if we take a look at the graphic comparing my shard count between the 24th of December and the 11th of November, you can see that we earned 128 ancients, 56 voids, and 14 sacreds during that period. That is in fact less sacreds than we earned in the previous 6-week period, 14 compared to 18. We also accrued less ancients, 128 compared to 144 previously, but we did accrue 6 additional voids this time, 56 compared with 50 previously. Voids are in fact the only shard type we're in positive territory during this past 6 weeks, predominantly due to participation in guaranteed champion events, Stouters for ancients and Elver for sacreds, not to mention the appalling RNG we had during the 2x ancient event itself. Once more, the guaranteed void was an easy skip. Alil was just not worth picking up, particularly for the inflated price Plarium tried to entice us with. So overall, we're in a similar position to the last 2x void. We don't need to pull, as the event is not part of the fusion, but since we're in a healthy shard position, and the average shards for 3,000 points, i.e. the first legendary tome, is 29, we should be left with a healthy shard balance. So let's hope our RNG is at least average and get on with the shard pulls. We can comfortably start with a 10x and see how many points we accrue. We know we're trying to get to 3,000. Skimfoss, actually a very solid epic. I will be showing him in some content very shortly. 800 points from the first set of pulls, so we need 2,200 points remaining. Slightly below average point return there. Harken, I think Harken's actually new for me, which is interesting. Another white Dryad. Very glad I didn't go for the guaranteed epic, as that's now my second. And we actually got 3 epics. That is a new 2-hack for me as well. I did originally get 2-hack during the fusion, but I never got a copy. And obviously I fused, I think that was back during Brogni, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but off the top of my head, it was a long time ago. But I've kind of wanted to have a copy of 2-hack. I think there are some interesting possibilities we could do. Anyway, we're now at 2,200 points. I'm actually going to go for single pulls herein and see if we can get away with not doing too many. 750 points to go. 100 points to go. And here we're trying to be as efficient as possible. 650. For me, really, all the rares are just, they're just food at this point. 600 points to go. If we could just get a legendary, that would be it. We wouldn't need to pull any more. 550. Got an epic, a dupe Madame. That's 350. So what? 200 points remaining. 150 points. One more epic. Do it. Be our last shard either way. And in fact, if we'd just done the 10 pull, that would have been sufficient. But it made us pull the 10 anyway, so it is what it is. That is me done from the champ chase perspective. I've got the 3,000 points. I probably could have done the last 50 with mystery shards because I've had to pull a few anyway just to have food. But, it is what it is. We end up using 30 voids to get the 3,000 points, which is pretty much bang on the average I mentioned was 29. in terms of chasing this, I think it's crazy, to be honest. Absolutely no interest to get involved in any of this, even if the points weren't as high as they are. It's a fool's errand to be getting involved in a spend off in this game, or in any game, to be honest. And the last thing we're going to do very quickly, just do a quick 10 pull on the soulstones if we get lucky there. 4-star Tyrell. 1 star on the Cold Heart. It's not particularly useful. I've already got Cold Heart awakened to a higher. Oh, we do get a legendary Cephalia. It's actually a legendary I have, which, as you frequent watchers of this channel will know, is a rarity. I typically end up with champions being summoned from here that I do not have. I have actually picked up Ninja from the shop, so that's another awakening I get to do now. So I could keep just picking up the champions I want from the shop. That tends to be the place where I get most of my awakenings done, to be honest. As I mentioned very recently, I am going to try and buy Candrathon 3-star and 4-star soon. I have been saving up between my tier 2 coins and the essences I have generally. I think I can get him to 4 or maybe 5-star, but it will take time. I need to get him to appear in the shop. So that will be the plan. We'll use the extra awakening on Tyrell, get the refund for the 3-star. I still haven't actually picked a blessing, so at some point I might go through. We can also use our 2-star on Sandlash. Another pretty solid epic champion that just doesn't get used on my account at all. And that, unfortunately, tends to kind of be the way of things as you get towards the end game or very late game. There just ends up being a lot of solid champions that just don't get used. And he's one of those examples. Right, pretty short video, but hopefully it is interesting to you. As we've discussed, you know, we looked through the amount of shards I accrued this time, we looked at the amount of shards I accrued last time, where we've been using the shards, and just making sure that we're continuing to manage our resources effectively. And, you know, if you guys enjoy this kind of video, I'll probably try and do the same thing at the next 2x Void event. I feel like 6 weeks is roughly enough time to give some kind of interesting shard analysis during the period. Any shorter period I don't think would have much value. And it just happens to be that it seems to be 2x Voids are the events that we look at this stuff. So, yeah, hopefully it's of interest and you enjoy kind of understanding the mindset and the rationale behind when to pull and also when not to. Once again, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.